its gold on every spire and street, as if light itself made judgment complete. It touched my face and found no law to read, no holy correction in its patient blade. My pallor did not argue, it merely stayed. The sun was offered, nothing was unmade. Je l'ai prévé, touchant, vieux réflexe des vivants. The avenues, the crowded scenes, the newer lies dressed in mechanical dreams. I watched what time had altered without grace. Better stone, worse language, the same frightened face. He took a room above a narrow square, by night we walked, by day we let it show that neither one of us had cause to go. Her hand in mine was not a vow pronounced, not innocence regained, not doctrine renounced, only a fact the hours did not refuse. Form so exact it altered how I choose. We made small games of all the world displayed, which smile concealed a debt, which prayer was paid, which painting lied, which merchant sold in fear, which noblemen had bought the wrong veneer. She won too often not to be enjoyed. I corrected where precision was employed. Her look would narrow just before she knew the point I had already followed through. C'était presque rien. C'était déjà beaucoup.
I did not speak of permanence that day. I let the hours take visible array.
A street, a glance, a pause beneath an arch, a second cup, a slower, needless march. I had made duration habitable before.
That was an architecture, nothing more.
But now the structure altered in its frame. The rooms remained, and yet they bore her name. I said not walls, not gods, not even ghosts. They lose the syntax by which ruin stays, disguised as progress under brighter days. I might have stopped there once, I would have done. I have never begged memory to return what time erased. I let it leave in peace. I had mistaken mercy for release. But with her there beneath that thinning light, a thought occurred I did not name outright, that if her face should one day fail in me, no theory formed of loss would set me free. Je ne craignais pas l'oubli, pas avant elle, pas sous cette forme. That evening at the inn we played again, with scraps of speech brought back through door and rain. A guildhall quarrel, someone strange, a stain, a man who bled though no hand marked the vein. A whisper too persistent to dismiss, a name half swallowed rings an aftermath amiss. I placed each fragment lightly on the wood, as one presents what might perhaps prove good. She watched me longer than the game required. There was no soft And yet you feed the road I have not left behind. I held her gaze, the lamp was nearly done. There are truths that dark refines but does not shun. I said, I will not keep you by defect or lack. I will not build my answer on what I hold back. If you remain, let it be with open sight, not because every other door was closed by night. Dilectio per ignorantiam nihil vale.
Je ne veux pas de toi par défaut, je te veux entière ou pas du tout.
So yes, I help you.
So yes, I help you trace what may unmake the very form I have begun to take. Yes, I place before you every living sign that might one day remove your hand from mine.
Call it pride or call it something worse, a noble fracture sharpening its curse.
I would rather risk the loss I cannot bar than be the shelter built from what you are not sure you are. For what I want has narrowed to one creed, not your fatigue, not your postponed defeat. If you should choose the world beyond my art, then choose it wholly, not from a famished heart.
Si tu demeures en vérité. She said nothing, but I saw where it had reached in the stillness of her eyes. The blow had not been wasted. For that night it was enough. The city slept without consenting rest. Below our window, rumor moved unchecked. Most talk dissolves before the night is through. One thread remained, one contradiction grew. Later, we let the dark continue what words had begun. She sleeps against me now. Only after drawing her closer do I understand what my body knew before I gave it thought. I held her as though nearness itself could argue against disappearance.
By morning it would still refuse to die. Not yet a proof too shape to pass us by. And somewhere in that murmur, thin but clear, the age itself seemed to incline, and